Okay.
Yes. We are back once again. We're here for episode 21, y'all.
Yep.
Yep.
21.
21. My brother need to hurry up with these sound effects.
Can you do
Cause
something?
bro, cause they ready to hear some hand clapping and all that other jazz.
Yep.
But we here. 21 episodes in and we going strong.
Yes,
So
sir.
as I told you guys on Friday that this weekend will be all about football,
Yeah.
and today will be no different. Today will be no different. We're gonna have another amazing athlete here on the show today. That's gonna turn heads, and he might be is a familiar face that you've seen pretty much at a lot of these football camps around here. You may have seen him before, Carlos,
Hmm.
when he came down here a couple times um, for some showcases and things of that nature.
Probably.
So
I just missed it.
so you know, no, he's a familiar face, bro.
Yeah.
He's a familiar face to you. But before we bring our guest on tonight. As you know, we do a quick little highlight of what's going on in the sports world as of today.
Yep.
So we're not going to talk about everything because this would be a 17-hour show if we did that.
Yeah.
And nah, we do have lives outside of the podcast, so yeah, we're not going to be on here for 17 hours.
Yeah.
But what we will highlight is that both of the two major sports right now championships are set, but I do want to give a shout out to the Yankees.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, give a shout out to the Yankees, man.
Why out of all of a sudden why today?
Because man,
Why you want to give a shout out?
they showed that they showed that if you have legit pitching, that you can get around those torpedo bats.
Torpedo bats.
And when you rely just on hitting, you play no defense, you can surrender 10 runs in 3 innings. So
Wow.
shout out to the Yankees.
Wow.
They
Yeah,
made my dog. Yeah, the Dodgers blue made them look like a JV team
really.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Yankees, man. Yeah, Jay still ain't gave me an explanation as to why the Yankees did that. He
Yeah,
still
so so that happened Saturday, right? Yeah,
yeah, yesterday.
yeah, yesterday. Yeah, so the score was 18-2.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Damn, like that is crazy. Like,
No, that's amazing. That ain't crazy. That's amazing.
okay.
Like
Yeah,
this,
yeah, for you it's amazing. Like for me
yeah,
it's
this
crazy.
let them keep just relying on them bats and not playing any defense.
Yep. Them torpedo bats.
It's a bit amazing. It's amazing to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the only announcement I had. Is like just give a shout out to the Yankees, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Let them keep
Yeah,
it up.
I'm pretty
I
sure you
don't care
do.
who. I don't care. It will, like all them other teams that they're stomping don't mean nothing to me. You go up against Dodger Blue, we gonna expose them.
All right. Yeah.
All right, yeah. You don't even care.
but in baseball it's a little bit different, because they do have to play 3 times in a row, like as a series. So
Yeah, Friday we
yeah.
beat they beat them 8-5.
Oh really? Yeah, 8-5, 18-2, and then they're playing tonight, 7 p.m.
Mhm.
on ESPN.
Mhm.
And well, the Dodgers already won the series. This game is just to be on national television. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens tonight in Dodger Stadium tonight.
Of course. So go ahead and go through your announcement, so we can bring our amazing guest on today, because yeah, we I said we got nothing but elite athletes on here, and we have
Yes, we
another one
do.
today.
Yeah, man. So last night, game 6, Pacers Knicks Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks, they had a chance to win it, but they had like what 18 turnovers. Um, missed 9 free throws from the free throw line. The Pacers were just running them, running them till till no more, and it was just a Pacers celebration down there in up there in Indianapolis, and it was a crazy game. Congratulations to Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, and that whole crew in Indianapolis. They're gonna go to the NBA Finals for the first time since the year 2000. Since the year 2000, since they played your Lakers.
Yeah, you already know what happened there.
Yeah, the
But
Lakers won.
who did they beat in 2000 to get to the finals?
Who, the Pacers?
Yeah, who did they beat?
Yeah, they beat the Knicks in 6,
Yeah, the
right?
Knicks.
Yeah, they beat the Knicks in 6.
So
Yeah, and
history repeats itself.
yeah, and guess who was a part of that team? Who was a part of the broadcast team? The one and only Reggie Miller. He was a part of that 2000 team. So
Yeah, yeah,
take
yeah, yeah.
so yeah.
We know.
So speaking about broadcasting, as you guys know, um, last night was the final game of the NBA on TNT. So as you guys know, NBA on TNT started in 1989. Started in 1989. Started broadcasting games, took over for NBC, and started in 1989, grew out the inside the NBA group. Started out with Ernie Johnson over there in on TNT, and then obviously Kenny the Jet Smith came in, Chuck, Shaq, and obviously that whole crew. You know, um, but yeah, here's a photo right here of the whole team from TNT. As you know, as you guys know, as you guys know, all those people, if it wasn't for all of those people, there would be no NBA on TNT and it wouldn't be lasting for this long. Tony, it lasted 36 years with the NBA on TNT.
Yeah, I know. Ever
Yeah, I know.
since I've been watching basketball,
Yeah, yeah,
they've been on.
yeah, I know.
I am extremely aware.
Yes. Oh no, and I know, but I'm keeping you involved. I'm keeping you involved here.
Oh,
But
you
yeah,
keep me involved. Good job, my dude.
yeah. So obviously, as you guys know, this was the final ride. This was the final game.
Yep.
Obviously, maybe emotional to some fans because TNT is gonna be no longer there. It will be now NBC. It will
I
now
just
be
got a I just got a quick question.
yes.
How in the world did they make Shaq look so small in this picture?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they made it so. I don't know.
And he fits right in like he's everybody else's size.
Yeah, and I guess they gave him more space. That's why.
Jeez Louise.
But yeah, so unfortunately that happened. But I put on my story here. I put on my story. I also put it on my story. I put it on the Be Ready Sports podcast story, and yeah. So I'm just gonna read what it was said from the Be Ready Sports podcast story. You guys go check. You guys can check out those stories. But technically, it says I wrote this. By the way, I wrote this. Says TNT has covered NBA games since 1989, and now it all comes to an end after a 36-year run. The Inside the NBA crew will be together, but will be on ESPN next year as NBC will be the new network to take over TNT. It has been a fun ride, but all great things must come to an end. We thank at NBA on TNT for covering all the great moments in the NBA these past 36 years and for all the great people that called games on TNT. TNT will truly be special and should never be forgotten. And this next generation will not understand the greatness of that group you see right there with Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. They truly won't understand, the greatness of that group. How just funny they were, how entertaining they were. Every
Yeah,
night. It's just a great group of guys that fit perfectly together and made the NBA on TNT what it was, made the inside the NBA what it was. Um, will not understand the greatness of that group. You will see you see on TNT every night during the NBA season and all the great moments they put on for us. TNT never forgotten. So Tony, what are your thoughts of this?
you sure you didn't use AI to write that, man?
Nope,
You
all from
didn't
here, all from here.
all from the dome.
Yep, all from the dome. No search up, no nothing, all from the
No
dome.
Chat GPT.
Nope, none of that. None of that.
Hey, man, what I'll say is that yeah, it's not gonna it's not gonna be the same, but we all know change is imminent. Like I felt we felt this way when they made the big change on Monday nights, man.
Yeah,
Um, when with Monday Night Football, we all felt that we was like the same way like the NBA is about NBA on TNT.
yeah,
Like we did not want what was working for the past it was like 30 or 40 plus years of Monday Night Football
yeah,
for them to change and switch it to ESPN and put the ESPN crew on there too. But now we got used to it
yeah,
because it's been on there for about 10 plus years.
yeah.
Like we gonna hate it at first, but then we're gonna get used to it.
Yes.
I mean, there were times that people didn't even watch, didn't even, what turn they tune in just to watch them for,
Yeah, I know. Like,
just for the halftime, just for the halftime, their analysis. Which, if you think basketball analysis was a lot of their takes were terrible, but they just prove like you get on camera and you just talk a bunch of smack and people, uh, and you say a couple jokes and people like you, you can last on TV for a while.
yeah,
Because yeah, at the beginning it was just Ernie, and then they'll have used to have guests,
like
guest
pop
spots
on.
with pop ups with retired players or current players
Yeah,
will pop on. Then they brought in then Kenny Smith was one of them that popped on, and then he became a regular. Then when Charles Barkley retired, he was a regular. Then for a good while, it was just those three,
yeah.
and then the my mom calls him the mumbling idiot, but when then Shaq came on and he brought in Shaq and the Fool and picked on JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee.
Yeah, man.
JaVale McGee. Man, I feel so bad for him. And I wonder what happened to JaVale McGee. He's playing for who now? Sacramento?
I don't think he's in the league right now.
No?
Yeah, I don't think JaVale McGee's in the league right now.
Oh damn.
Um, but he was a main contributor to that Shaq and the Fool.
Yes.
Um, he always took jabs at the current game's big guys,
Yeah.
and you know, just a lot of just a lot of history here. Um, kind of feels like the same way with the NFL with John Madden and
Oh
Al
yes.
and Al Michaels. I believe that's his
Yes.
name.
Yeah, Al
Uh,
Michaels.
no, that wasn't his broadcast partner. It was John Madden and damn, I can't think of his name. So Steve, we talking football today. Help
Yeah.
me out here. Who was John Madden's running mate for all these years? I said Al Michaels, but no, that wasn't Al Michaels. He was the Monday night. He was on the Monday night crew. The skinny dude
Oh, I don't even know.
with the with the that commentates all the big. See, man, if our guest was here, he would tell me.
Probably.
No, I don't think it was Michaels. Michaels is the was the Monday night guy. Um, but we're going to miss this version of the show. I don't
Yep.
know what's they gonna we go this version of Inside the NBA. But the NBA is making all these changes.
Yes, big time.
Yeah, Pat Summerall. Yeah,
Pass on Raleigh. Okay.
Pat Summerall, the voice of the voice of Madden. I still remember those days when he used to call those Cowboy games, man. Like Troy Aikman drops back to pass. Michael Irvin open over the middle. It's complete, and then you get John Madden coming there. And say, yeah, the reason why he was open, if you take and he draw all these 15 circles on the screen. If you see the free safeties did, I'm like, but yeah, but when they made that change and we lost them, we all swore that we'll never watch football again. It'll never be the same. And yet, football is has ratings are higher than it's ever been
Yeah.
right now. So the reason why I said that is that we feel the same way about the NBA with the inside the NBA. We're like, it's not gonna be the same. We're probably not even gonna watch. But then when you get the new version,
Then we'll get
you know,
used to it.
we'll get used to it like we have.
Yeah. Yeah, so at least there's good news in all this. Those four will still be together. They'll be on ESPN though. They'll be on ESPN and ABC next year. NBC will have a brand new crew, and we'll see what happens. We'll see
Yeah,
what happens.
the I call that the Capping Network.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Wait,
all they
who?
do. ESPN,
ESPN?
the
Yo,
Capping Network. That's all they do is cap all day.
really?
Yeah, all them idiots over there don't know what they talking about.
Really? Okay.
And Steve, yes, I called them Stephen A.
Steve.
Kendrick Perkins,
Oh wow.
all of them, like Charles Barkley said, all them fools, all
Fools.
they do is stay and they sit there and cap all day. All they do is get on. They might as well just be a glorified podcast because all
Podcast.
they do is get on camera and talk smack all day and lie
Yeah.
and clown on athletes just to get their name out and try
Yeah.
to make themselves famous instead of doing their job and talking about the sport. They're
Yeah.
they're busy trying to make themselves famous, like Stephen A. getting 100 million by
Yeah.
making himself famous as getting on TV, yelling and screaming, and talking about nothing.
Yeah. Kind of
But
feel bad for his Knicks though. His
I don't,
Knicks.
I don't feel
No.
bad. I don't feel
Nah.
bad for him.
Nah. And those fans in New York. Oh my gosh, they were so close,
Yep,
but
so close,
fell
but
too short.
yep, like Bruce on a format podcast said they called them the next year Knicks.
Next year, Knicks.
NY stands for next year because they're the next year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but and at least there's gonna be no riots in New York. And at least there's gonna be no riots in New York at least. So
It's their city. If they want
yeah,
to tear it up, that's on them.
yeah, the NYPD must be celebrating right now.
Carlos, come on now.
And I bet the NYPD was rooting for the Pacers to win.
Why
Yes,
would the NYPD be rooting for the Pacers?
so that there's no riots. If
They're
there
all
was,
Knicks fans.
well, the NYPD would have to control all the riots, and
Oh my
they
goodness.
basically would not control it. They,
Carlos is
they would
uh,
basically call the National Guard, basically.
audience. Carlos is auditioning to be on ESPN, guys, because he's capping away right now
Gosh.
and making
Gosh.
himself famous doing it.
Yeah, but
Let's bring on our guest, man.
yes, okay. Yeah,
Let's
so
bring on our guest. Because let's bring on our guest because he's backstage getting sick and tired of hearing you cap right now.
no. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They
But
it would be no riot. Okay. In conclusion, there's no riots in New York City. No more Seventh Avenue riots. No people climbing
they
on
weren't they weren't rioting before.
There were
All right.
they were climbing on billboards.
Our guest today
Okay.
would love. This is one person that I would love to hear what John Madden and Pat Summerall would say if they were calling one of his games. I think it'll be iconic because this kid that we're I shouldn't call him a kid, but this young man that we're bringing on today will be playing on Saturdays and Sundays.
All
Um,
right.
he, he's that good. He's that the truth. His football IQ is second to none. Um, he has the skill to bait a quarterback into making a throw that he wants, and gets that interception. There's only a handful of DBs that can do that, and they're all Hall of Famers.
Hmm. All right.
So the Ed Reeds do it. I'm talking about the Ed Reeds,
Read.
the
Yeah.
Leroy Butlers of the world, the Ronnie Lotts of the world.
Yeah.
They're all good. They're good at quarterback baiting them to make the throws that they want, and they very good at tracking that ball and leading in these interceptions. So his IQ is second to none.
Yeah.
On top of that, he makes a simple he can make a simple route look like a route that you have never seen before
Hmm. All right.
because he makes the simple things look easy. Like, and there's no coincidence why he's always open.
Okay.
He's like the Waffle House, always
They're always
open.
open. The
Yeah,
Waffle House. They're always
he's like
open.
the Waffle House, always open.
Yeah.
But go ahead. But enough of my yapping, Carlos. Tell everybody tell our audience who's coming to the stage.
Yes. All right. Today's guest is class of 2030, 13-year-old football player from Kings Mountain, North Carolina. He plays wide receiver and free safety and is a dual sport athlete. He is an AB honor student and a lover of the Lord. He goes by a nickname of Speedy. So please welcome to the Be Ready Sports Podcast, Tony Boyd Jr.
I
Yes.
was did Carlos do good with your introduction, or should I put him on timeout?
Nah, he did good.
Thank you, Tony.
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, man. It's an honor to have you. And he stays on the tradition of we only bring elite athletes on this show. And of course, as always, we're 21 episodes in. You know how this goes. You're going to see why later on. But tell the audience a little bit about you and why you're here.
My name is Tony Boyd, aka T2 Speedy, and like I love football. Yeah, and I'm a I'm a receiver, safety, and I like I like track, and but I love football though. And I want to make it to the NFL, but at least to college.
All
Yep,
right.
and you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there, my. You're gonna get there, my dude. You're gonna get there
Yep, for sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Because he's like, in my opinion, I'm still in the phrase for somebody for another one of our guests, Key. But this applies to you too, man. You are worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
So you come on there, and they're coming to see you. So you're going to you got that you're gonna shine bright. So whatever you want to accomplish out of football, you're gonna get it. So just keep your head down, keep trucking, um, keep doing what you're doing when the lights are off, and you know when the lights turn on, it's just easy because you've done it 100,000 times already. So just you're not doing nothing different than what you've done before.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So I'm gonna do enough. Like I said, enough yapping. They want to know about you. They want to know about you, Big Tone. Um, so Carlos,
Yes. Coach T. Yeah. I'm gonna call you Coach T today, and then I'll call our guest Tony. How about that? So, since we could uh, be different here, you know?
yes,
Yeah.
it's no secret that both
Yes.
of our names are Tony.
Yes. But by the way, for the audience, yes.
Yeah, it's no secret. Both of our names are Tony, but he's the he's the more famous Tony, the more important Tony today.
Yeah, so that's why he's gonna be called Tony, and you're gonna be called Coach T.
Okay, my man's serious, man. Get those questions going, man.
Yeah.
Don't lose them. Don't lose them. Rule one on journalism: don't lose your guess.
Yes. All right, Tony. All right, first question. What inspired you to play football?
So I was with my dad, and we had went to a practice, and we was watching it, and he had asked me, did I want to play football? And I said, yeah. He said, you want to try flag football? I was like, no, I want to tackle football. He said, you gonna get hurt. I said, no, I'm not gonna get hurt. And he said, okay. And then a couple weeks later, he signed me up. And then when I started playing, I was 5 and they was 7, and so they was bigger than me. But then we had some hitting drills, and then I was the one hitting, and it was like a 7-year-old, and he was running back, and then we had went and I hit him, and he had started crying, and then after practice, me and my dad was talking about it, and he was like, um, you did good, and I was like, thank you, and then I was like, I might as well just keep playing, and I kept playing, and then I was a running back at first, but then I switched to receiver.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Very good story. All right.
5 years old over here, cracking those pads.
Yep.
And man, that's what's up, man. I've seen a lot of kids at that age, man, get those hidden drills. They be crying, or you be the one initiating it, and then you think they're gonna quit, and then you look at them, you come 5, 6, 7 years later, and they out there balling out.
Yep.
They're out
Most
there
definitely.
they're out there balling out. So shout out to you, man, for falling in love with the sport by just
Just yeah.
by just by just. That's
Yeah.
all I can say is,
Yeah. Basically, what
there's something there's something about when you really young and you make a big kid cry. It does something to you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not that we condoning violence or anything on this show, or
No. No.
kids
No.
making other kids cry
No. No.
and all
Obviously.
that. For my sensitive viewers out there, don't try to report us to YouTube and saying that we condoning violence, but we talking football, and
On the field.
I'm just
On the
keeping
field.
it a buck. When you 5, 4, 5 years old and you make a 7, 8 year old cry, it does something to you, and
Yeah.
you just want to do it again.
Yeah. On the football field, not outside, obviously.
Uh, yeah, we talking about the football field,
Yep.
guys. We're not
Yep.
talking about
In
we're
between the
not
white
talking
lines.
about
In
real
between the white lines.
life. We're talking about the football field.
Yep.
For
In
all the
between.
sensitive ears out there.
Yep. In between the white lines. Most definitely. All right, Tony. What are your long-term goals in football?
To to um get taller and be able to keep being a receiver and make it to the NFL.
I like it. I like it.
He sound like somebody that you know, but in a different sport.
Who?
Said the exact same thing, and he got taller, and he's playing. You know who I'm talking about.
Who?
You live with him.
Oh yeah, my brother,
Yeah,
Christian
he
Rios.
said he wanted to get taller. He wanted to make it college and everything in his sport. Well, he got taller.
He did.
He he's on the circuit. My bad, Speedy. This show ain't about him. It's about you. But I was just pointing out similarities
Yeah, like a side
in
note,
y'all
pretty much.
in y'all too.
Yeah, so he
Y'all
he's a
y'all pretty much saying the same thing, accomplishing them goals.
yeah. He's a basketball player as well. So yeah, that's
He
just a little bit of a side note.
he knows who your brother is, man. He knows who
Okay.
your brother is.
Okay. I'm just reminded. All right.
Okay.
So, what are your strengths as a football player?
Um, that um that I got quick feet and I can get like if they're taller than me and bigger than me, I'm quick enough to get past.
Okay. All right, so how do you handle pressure in a game? Like, for example, 2 minutes left in the game and it's a close game. Like, how do you handle being in that position?
I don't really take it too serious, but like if we're losing, like I try to get my team up to like tell them that it's not like don't just quit. Like we can still win, and then but if we win, and we just be playing around. But we still make sure that we don't let them score.
Okay, for sure. I like it. All right, so what are some of the most valuable advice you've learned from playing football?
Mhm. But like everything's not just gonna be too easy. Like you gotta like like fight to get to a certain point.
Okay, I like it. All right, so what do you do before a game?
I sit and listen to music. Like some of my friends, they be playing around, but I just be sitting there and listening to music and thinking about what to do, and like I be watching the other team.
Like focused and locked in. I love it. All right, what are your favorite hobbies slash interests outside the football field?
Mm, like playing my game and ride my bike and like just like work out.
All right, I like it. All right, so what is your training slash practice schedule like during the week?
So like I go to the gym at least 3 times a week, and then when we go to the field, like whenever we got time to, we go to the field whenever we can.
Okay. All right, so besides football and track, what other sport would you try and why?
I think I'll try soccer because like since my feet are already quick, I think I'd be good with like my feet movement and stuff with the ball.
Okay. Yeah, soccer requires a lot of footwork and you got to be fast.
You
Yeah,
were
that's
the first athlete that came on here and said they would try soccer. The very first. I mean, yeah, we've had the soccer player on here.
yeah.
We've had baseball players. Well, and we have
Well,
mainly hoopers.
yeah.
Nobody's ever said their second sport they want to try was soccer. You're the
I
first.
done, I done did every sport besides soccer. That's why I said soccer.
Oh my,
Okay.
all right. You should
Yeah.
try it then.
You should try it. You should try it then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should try it, man. Just go out there. Who knows? Yeah, athlete. He's still gonna go out there and mix them up anyway.
Yeah.
But I ain't tried tennis, but I don't really consider that as a sport because that I'm not trying tennis.
Serena Williams would have something to say to you about that.
Serena
That
Williams.
the girls can have that sport.
Oh
Tennis.
my goodness,
Tennis. And I feel
Steve.
bad.
Steve. He sound like you, my dude.
I feel so bad for Roger Federer, and all these male tennis players. And I feel so bad for these male tennis players. Man, I feel so bad for them.
You need to try it and you'll see how difficult that sport is.
Yeah, tennis, you gotta have hand-eye
He
coordination.
like he ain't Carlos. He ain't trying to hear it. He ain't trying to
Yeah,
hear
no,
it.
it's
He ain't trying to
harder
hear it, man.
than.
Look at his face, man. He ain't like, man, miss me with all that, man.
Okay, fine. But tennis is a sport, you know. But yeah. All right. So if you had to meet any sports athlete, basketball, football, soccer, who would it be and why?
Um, Probably like uh Justin Jefferson or uh Jeremiah Smith because since like they like receivers, like I asked them like what do they do for their training or like what do they eat and like what do they do like when they're outside of football.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah,
All right. So
and then get their secrets down.
Yeah,
And so when you match up against them, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I see you.
yeah.
yeah.
You're putting that heel down. So oh yeah, you see, you about to go. All right, bet I got you.
Yep. All right. What are your greatest accomplishments so far in football?
That like every camp I done went to, I done got some type of award. I actually got them right here.
Okay.
Oh, we got show and tell. Yeah, damn, look at all
Okay.
those.
Already show and tell. All right. We got a bunch of medals. Ooh, I like it. As a true athlete with a bunch of medals. I love it.
Man.
A true athlete has a bunch of medals. That's definitely.
Is that a
Yeah.
bar? Is that a
What?
bar, Carlos?
Yeah. True athletes have
You
a lot
about
of
to
medals.
start free? You about to start freestyling?
Oh no.
True
No.
athletes They have medals. Go finish your rhyme.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a rapper like that. I'm not a rapper like
I ain't
that.
gonna do you like that, Carlos.
No.
He said he gonna stick to his day job. You gonna do this journalist.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in journalism. I'm not gonna do all that rapping.
Man, I thought you was about to you was spitting bars right there. You was like
But it
true
is true.
athletes have medals. I thought you was about to come with some.
But that is true. True athletes have a bunch of medals. Like I have a bunch of medals. Christian has a bunch of medals. All these true athletes have these a bunch of medals.
Yeah, but your brother's collection is insane.
Yes, he does.
That dude's insane.
Yeah. All right, Tony. So according to your bio, it said that your favorite college team is Ohio State. Why is Ohio State your favorite college team?
So I I was watching college, and then all the other teams I didn't really see anything. But then I seen Ohio State, and then I was watching them, and they were like pretty good. I started playing with them in the game, and I started liking them, and I liked them ever since.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with them beating Notre Dame last year.
No, I knew it was gonna beat Notre Dame.
I knew it too.
Loki. Yeah. Yeah. Loki.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't like Lucky Charms over here.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't
Yeah.
like Lucky Charms. I don't even eat the cereal, man. Nobody
No.
messes with that Lucky Charms, man.
Nah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, man. That team, that Ohio State team, was on a mission. Um, in the college football playoff last year, like they crushed Tennessee. They crushed Oregon, the number one team. They crushed them. They beat Texas and then ultimately beat Notre Dame for the national championship.
Yeah, they all state mostly have this same team coming back.
Yeah,
I
Jeremiah.
know they lost a few into the draft, which is expected,
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
but their main core is coming back. So, what are your chances? Do you think Ohio State repeating, Speedy?
Mm, maybe because some kids that are good, like from high school, they came, but they didn't go to. They went to like different teams.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they got Jeremiah Smith over there. I didn't. Even,
But
I'm,
they drafted they
almost censored myself. Hey,
Really?
I'm not at the I'm not at the table, just talking sports. I'm live
Yeah, you're live. Yeah,
live on. I
you know.
almost slipped. Yeah, Jeremiah Smith is uncover. There's nobody out there that can cover this dude, and
Yeah,
you're
he's a.
pretty much you pretty much you have the same team running it back.
yeah.
So you don't think they have a chance?
No, they got a chance. They definitely got a chance.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, yeah, we'll talk about college football down the line when it gets closer. Most
But it's a
definitely.
football episode. We got a
Yes, it
football
is.
player,
Yep.
so we talk football.
Yeah, I know. But
Don't try to brush it off.
yeah, but I do also
He's
have.
Ohio State. You can talk about Ohio State. Man, Carlos,
Yeah,
quit
but
tripping.
and I also have questions to ask too.
All right, Carlos, man.
Yeah,
We right now we talking about Ohio State.
okay, but yeah, that.
My bad, Speedy. We do this every episode.
You
Hey,
good?
we have a program set. Carlos wants to do what he wants to do, and I gotta reel him back in.
Yeah, but the Buckeyes are going to be a pretty good team, but they do have to watch out for Penn State this year. I think a lot of people are looking at Penn State and like saying,
They said that last year.
but this year they got like basically their same team back. They got Drew Aller back. Uh, they got their two running backs back. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, yeah, but they do this. But they do say that every year though about Penn State. But I'm not gonna trust them until Penn State wins a big game. That's all. So
I'm confused. Are
what?
you talking up Penn State, or are you dissing Penn State? Because you like
Mm,
gave them their flowers and then dissed them in the same sentence.
But that's what a lot of people say, that Penn State is going to do well this year. I'm saying I don't trust Penn State until they win a big game. That's all.
Oh, you have me confused. I don't know what side you were on.
Okay, don't worry. No. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Penn State might be really good this year because they do have Ohio State,
You're not talking about you're talking up Penn State. You're just saying in general.
the people. Yes, general.
Oh,
I'm saying like I don't trust Penn State. I don't trust Penn State until they win a big game. That's all. until they beat the Ohio States and the Michigans. That's all.
Well, we already know Ohio State don't like in Michigan. They don't
They're
like each other.
oh no, oh no, yeah, they hate him. Yeah, that's a hated rivalry, most definitely. But yeah, we will be talking about college football down the line. Somewhere down the line when the season gets closer. So yeah, we'll be talking about college football down the line.
Should we invite Speedy on that show?
If he wants to come, he can come.
You want to go on you want to come on the college football show?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a heated topic though. You're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have to be able to. You're gonna be able to handle the fire
yeah, gotta.
because that. Yeah, when the episodes when we be going on to these debates, they get heated.
Oh yeah, they do.
You gonna be cool with that?
Yes, sir.
You can
Yeah,
handle it.
Yes,
you
sir.
got. Yeah,
You hear
yeah,
that? You hear that, Steve? He gonna come on there and we gonna double team you about Notre Dame.
yeah, most definitely. Coach T and Tony going after
The wannabe fighting Irish.
him. Yeah, but yeah, most definitely that'll be
Uh,
down the line. What?
go ahead, go ahead, finish it.
All
Finish
right,
your
so back to the Q&A. All right, Tony. So also it said that your favorite NFL team is the Philadelphia Eagles. Why is your favorite team the Eagles?
Cause so I got in trouble and I saw that the
hold on,
Eagles.
hold on. You
T,
about to start answer with you got in trouble?
Coach T, let him
That's
finish.
how I started. That's how I started.
You got to let him finish, Coach T.
Come on,
He's in the
Speedy.
middle of his story here.
But he started the story over. I got in trouble.
Yeah, but he's starting his story.
That's like you saying, how'd you get that new job? Well,
I got
I got
fired.
arrested
I got
the other
arrested.
day. And you're like, whoa, hold up, bro.
It's like a whoa.
That's like one of those moments you got to pause. You're like, hold on. You starting off your story with something, you got in trouble. You got arrested. Not
That's
saying you got to, we're not saying Tony got arrested. He did not get arrested.
Oh,
When
he
he
didn't.
said he got in trouble, he did not get arrested. So don't label him as a troublemaker. He's a great kid.
Yes. Okay, so back to the story.
I'm just messing with him because I know been knowing him for a long time. He know I'm just trolling him right now. You do know I'm trolling you right now, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, good.
So I saw the Eagles finna play the Cowboys, and like I knew it was gonna win, but my mama don't know too much about football. So I said, if the Eagles win, can I get my phone back? She said, yeah. So I sat in there in the living room and watched the whole game. And since I won and got my, and since they won, I got my phone back. I liked them ever since then.
Pretty interesting story. How to
I
become.
think, yeah, I think, I think if I was in his shoes, I'd probably like the Eagles too.
Yeah, low
Cause
key, yeah.
I already knew they was gonna beat the Cowboys, but she didn't know that because she don't know the difference.
Yeah, them
Um,
Cowboys have a long way to go.
now, if Mom is watching this episode, you may have set yourself up, brother, for you,
Yeah.
you know, moms never forget, right?
Yeah, she be alright.
Okay. Oh,
All right.
wait till you grow up and get married.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. All right. All right, Tony. So, what made you want to be a wide receiver and a free safety?
So I was a running back at first, but then I wasn't growing, and everybody else around me they was like way taller than me, and it was growing, and I wasn't big enough for the running back position. So I said I might as well switch to a receiver or try something else. And I went to receiver, and my brother he was good at receiver, and then we was in the game, and then it was 2 point conversion, and they wanted to see if I could catch, and they threw it, and I caught that. And then that's when I got everybody was excited because they didn't know I could catch. And then that's when I started working on receiver. But then they had put me at safety, and I really wasn't too good at safety during tackle season. And then we went to 7-on-7, and then I was good at it at 7-on-7 because I worked on it like over the break. And that's how I started playing safety and receiver.
Okay.
But
Pretty good
speaking,
stuff.
but
Yeah.
speaking on your 7-on-7, there's some times that you gotta wear a disguise when you go out there, right?
Yep.
tell
Cause,
her, tell
cause, I,
everybody why you gotta wear a disguise.
cause I'm known around here, and if I don't wear anything that cover my hair up and stuff, they know who I am, and they like triple team me and stuff. And then like my team they don't understand how to get open, even though they're nobody's guarding them. But there'll be three people on me, and then the quarterback don't know who else to throw it to because nobody else opened it. He always throw it to me, so that's why I gotta wear a disguise.
Oh wow. Wow, that's a first for me. Wearing the disguise.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like
That's some
you
next level
heard.
stuff. It's some
Nah,
next level
Yeah,
stuff.
but
there's he's not lying when he say he get triple team. There'll be the I'm trying to see how they used to line up when they used to sell. Wow, when they used to guard Gronkowski in his prime. How
Yeah,
they had the slot DB linebacker sliding over and the safety on the top
yeah,
lined up behind it. That's how they
yeah.
covering him. That's how they covering this dude on 7 on 7.
Wow,
That's crazy, right?
that's crazy, big time. Triple team. No- Yeah, that's
Name
crazy.
name another name somebody else that's getting covered like that on 7 on 7.
I can't.
I've never seen it before
I can't think of one.
until I met this guy.
Yeah, he's the first for me. He's the
Yeah,
first.
just like your brother getting triple teamed on the basketball
Oh
court
yes, yeah,
when they play
yeah.
teamwork for the first.
Oh yes, yes, yeah. So they made a story about it. One of the film guys took a photo of his ex team double teaming Christian. Like took a picture of it, and I think it was something I forgot, but yeah, but yeah,
It
yeah,
said your guard is you're not a legit top 10 if they're not guarding you like this.
yeah, yeah. They were guarding him like one in the front, one in the back, literally, and he's right here. So like they were like
Yeah,
that.
it was like that, and that stuck with me ever since.
Yeah, I
I
know.
always say you're not a legit ranked player if they're not guarding you with more than one person
Yeah, one in the front, one in the
before the ball is in play.
yeah, no, that's crazy.
So if they guarding you like that, Tony,
It's an
take it as
honor.
a compliment, and you are an unofficial but official ranked player, in
Yes.
my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, being double team and triple team, that's a compliment, that's an honor, basically, because they I guess respect you as a player. Because if they don't respect you, they would just play back and just be they would just be not respectful. So yeah. So what
But they know better than to give you cushion on that
well
field.
yeah. Yep, no cushion. No cushion at all with Tony. No cushion.
No, they know better, right?
Yeah,
yep.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they know
that
better.
boy had 20 catches. 19 of those will be for touchdowns.
Wow.
The 20th catch will be a pick.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, Tony. So, what made you interested in doing track?
So my one of my coaching staff that coached me, he had started a little track team, and it was like indoor facility that he used to train us in, and he had started it. And I was like, I want to try it, and then I had tried it, and I liked it because I was like around my friends and stuff, and I liked it, so I just started running with him, and we just kept doing it with him for like 2 years, and then it was like fun because we was like traveling around the world, and then I had started doing it for my school, and then it was fun because I have nothing else to do during the time, so I just did that, and it was fun.
Okay.
That's one
It's
of the
like,
great. That's one of the best things to do in the off season, though. Run track. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, you have to keep yourself in shape.
keep that running form. Sharp. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, but yeah, yeah, most definitely. One of the guests, actually, the baseball player, Jace,
The
yeah,
baseball player.
yeah, the
Wow,
baseball player, Jace Spears,
that's
he,
so disrespectful. You gonna call the
Jace
kid? You
Spears.
called the kid the baseball player.
No, but before I said Jace, and I said Jace, the baseball player.
No, you did.
Yeah, yeah, I did.
You know we keep
Yeah.
receipts, right?
Oh, okay, I'll be,
The
I'll be reading.
internet's undefeated. And it
I'll be,
keeps receipts, right?
okay, okay, well,
You know we can play this back.
yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, back on YouTube, and everybody wants
Not
to
on
know.
YouTube,
Well,
on
what?
on the live stream app that we use.
Okay, okay, yeah, but yeah, so y- Yeah.
Chase,
So
you are
during
not the baseball player.
Jay
Yeah,
Spears,
there
okay.
you go.
Yeah. So during his off season, he does like he participates like on a swim team, like to stay like to keep himself in shape. Like he does swimming, and that is just some next level stuff, most definitely. Yeah. So he does swimming. All right. So what is your favorite memory playing football?
My first catch.
First catch.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Very memorable, most definitely. All right.
so
So
tell us about your first catch, since Carlos ain't gonna ask you.
oh yeah.
So so back to like when I started playing receiver, that's how I started playing receiver. So it was a 2 point conversion, and they wanted to try it out for me. So I ran a little out route, and my quarterback had threw it. I mean, I didn't catch it with my hands 'cause I really didn't know how to catch it at the time. So I had caught on my body, and then it was like 2 point conversion, and then that's when everybody was like hype and stuff because I caught my first touchdown for 2 point conversion.
How old was you when that happened?
How old? I was 7,
Yeah, 7 years old.
but
Seven.
my team was 9. I was playing 9U.
Okay,
So
he's
he's playing
playing
up,
playing up
Yeah,
playing
two
up.
two ages. Okay,
2 ages, not
so he
one.
pretty much just stayed with the same team as they grew up. As they got older, you just stayed with the same group. Is
yeah,
that what happened? Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right. So, is there a pregame song that you listen to?
I don't got a specific one, but I just like I put it on shuffle. I got a playlist. I just put it on shuffle and I just be listening to them. So it's not really the same song every time. So I don't really got a favorite one.
Okay. All right. So that's it for my Q&A. So we can get into the clips and the film.
Oh, he's telling me what to do now, Speedy.
Yes.
He's like, I'm doing my question now. Let's get into the clips.
Yep. That's it
He's
for the
telling
Q&A.
me what to do. But before I do that, let's give a shout out to the chat here. Shout out to Steve, the king of the chat is here. Um,
Yes.
he's been behaving on my show lately, though.
Yeah, I know
He usually goes. Well, I know why he's behaving
yeah.
because
So
of the guests.
he was live from the from the last episode. He was live. So if you want to see his face, he was there live.
He might come on this one when because we're talking football.
Yeah.
And this is up to my ESPN comment earlier. On
ESPN.
ESPN is lame. They stay capping. Um,
Stephen A. What?
and Joanne Greer says, "Let's go
Let's go.
TB2."
Mhm.
And
Thank
Al-
you.
and Alex Liam, who's Liam's dad,
Liam.
it was a guest on the show on Friday.
Yes, he was on Friday's guest.
So he's giving you a fire emoji. So my audience doesn't lie, man. If they like you, they're gonna tell you. If they don't, they're gonna tell you. So we learned a lot from that Q&A, man. You got your first catch at 7. Um,
He, he plays 2 ages up.
you played 2 ages up, um, which has helped you. A lot of that helped you get to where you at today.
Yeah.
Um,
Why does he like
play
Ohio State?
you played on the team that is my co-host's favorite team, the Mac Dolphins, for a while. Yeah, not the Miami Dolphins.
No.
Mac,
Yeah.
MAC.
Yeah. MAC, but my favorite NFL team is the Miami
I
Dolphins.
know I know.
Yeah, I know, but I was just reminded.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so that was
So tell us about your experience with the Mac Dolphins, because y'all had some fire uniforms coming up the years, man.
So
And you played with them for a while, right?
yeah, I played with them since I was 7, 8. Was trying to think.
Yeah. So
But
tell us about before we get into your clips here, because your clips are more recent. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna talk about your journey leading up to middle school, and
so
that's when we're gonna get into your clips, because your clips is all about it's from your middle school season.
yeah,
So tell us about going up, your experiences with the Mac Dolphins. You've been on you traveled to some very very without giving it away. You played in some very you know historical places. You made some trips with them, so you gained a lot of experience with them on and off the field. So just give us a quick summary of how your experience was with the Mac Dolphins.
It was good. Like the team, it was good at first, and like it just kept getting better. And when we went to Florida, like we wasn't ready for the competition at first, but then we started getting used to it, and it was like since we was like playing against harder teams in Florida and like out of state, it was just way easier when we came back to North Carolina, and it was like just way easier.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk. I'm not from Florida. I'm just here, but these kids down here are they're a different breed. I'm
different.
not
Yeah,
saying that just because I'm in Florida. I'm just
it's
speaking.
true. It's true.
These kids out here is a different breed. Like they get teams. They hear about it, and there's teams from other states have came down here from like Texas, Cali, um, the Midwest, all these places to seek competition because they're dominating their local area. And for some reason, they all come down here to Florida, and it's like an eye opening experience for them. Some of them leave out here with dubs, but they work for them. But some of them come down here and get their head smacked in.
Yep, a humbling experience, but
So it is a humbling experience. Like IMG, like there's some high school teams from out of state came out here and played IMG, because we all know IMG is like one of the top football programs, well, top sports program. Period.
sports, yeah, athletics,
Like
everything.
they get it, everybody down here.
Yeah, their facilities is through the roof.
But there was
Crazy.
some top teams that came down here and got smacked around. Like I said, I'm not saying that to brag them up, but just to back up what you said is just. But like you said, it made you guys better, and you came back here, and then you got the dubs down here
Yeah.
after that first try, and so that was a good. And have you ever been to Canton?
Uh,
Been to the Hall of Fame?
no.
You haven't been up there yet? Yeah, I think yeah. I got to get up there one time too. That's an experience.
Yeah, Canton,
Getting
Ohio.
up there to the getting up there to the Hall of Fame. So from the Mac, so your Mac Dolphins, you played with them until how old?
Uh, 11. No. Yeah, 11.
11.
Yeah.
And then what team did you go to after that?
Middle school.
To middle school. To where we're at now.
Yeah.
So when you walked on your first year of middle school, what was the experience? How did what was the experience in your first year?
It was like way older and bigger people out there. Like they was like 6 feet, 5'10". They was way taller than like what I played against before, and like way more advanced because they was way older than everybody else. Like
So
reclasses and stuff like that.
it was a big eye opening experience. So how did you prepare yourself
Uh,
after experiencing that in your sixth grade year? How did you prepare yourself for it?
like I was just well, sixth grade I didn't really play. I was with my dad and I was watching them like before, and then when I got to seventh grade, I was like I already knew what they was like, how they was, and how good they was. So when I was there, there wasn't really no receivers. So when the coach asked me for a receiver, I ran up there and jumped up there. That's when I started. I was only seventh grade that started. The rest was eighth graders.
See, Mm, see, Carla, now you understand why I always um, compare him and your brothers side by side.
Yeah,
Like their paths are similar.
yeah,
Their paths are so similar. They're just doing two different sports. Not
yes,
showing you no shade, Speedy. Like I'm just saying, you guys are very similar. Like you guys are tops at y'all sport. and as a young underclassman, you guys play significant minutes that other kids don't.
Yeah.
But when they had put me at safety, 'cause they wanted to try me at safety, and there weren't really no other safeties, and I had led the county like of interceptions.
And that all comes from you getting that first challenge, and then learning what you experienced in that challenge, taking it home, and then training yourself to be better prepared for it next time. And that way you come back and you just dominate it. So the pattern that I'm learning from you is you go out there, you get a challenge, you know, instead of like getting down on yourself, or I know there's situations that piss you off, but instead of like you meet that challenge head on, you don't let it go. You're like, I don't like that this dude, like, I missed that interception, or that guy got that game winning touchdown on me. Not saying that happened, but I'm just giving some net situations.
Yeah,
So you'll take that experience, you go home, you talk to your pops about it, you study it, and then you go to the field and you work on those things, like those exact situations in your training, and bring it back to the game and dominate. Am I being accurate?
yeah,
Like, I'm watching I'm watching this based on the stories that you're telling. And I'm like, there's not there's not too many 13-year-olds that are doing that, and you've been doing that since you were
well,
little.
I was 4. That's when I started.
Yeah, but you started train. You've been training this way since you were little,
Yeah,
and look where it's got you. That's actually the proper way to train. So you shout out to your trainer, shout out to your pops, and shout out to your coaches, man. And shout out to you, the ultimate shout out, because it ain't gonna be working if you're not receptive of it.
yeah,
So so that's why you on that elite level. So it's not by accident, and it's not by people just giving you favoritism. It's not because they just like, oh, they just love you over everybody else. No, you worked your ass off and earn those opportunities by taking it home and working on those situations like you're supposed to do. So to all your haters out there, and all the people that's crying about you, you worked your butt off. That's why you better than a lot of your peers.
yeah. And I shout out my Coach P, and uh Jamal, and Coach Ant.
Oh yeah, another Tony in your life, man. You got
Yeah,
man, man. You built for see Tony, 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 Tony. You just got the Tonys. All right, you ready for show and tell, man? You ready for show
yeah,
and tell?
yeah.
So let's start with your images. So we're talking about you in middle school. So this is you in what, seventh grade this
Yeah,
year or last
seventh
year?
grade. That was last year.
Okay.
Seventh, last year, 7th grade.
So I know you wore number two, but why'd you switch your number?
So when it was like summer workouts, and the coach had asked us for our numbers, and since the 8th graders was like returners, so the 8th graders got to pick their number first, and the running back had got number 2 before me, and I didn't want a super big number, so and I was like trying to stay under 20, so I got um the like lowest number I could. But then I was like, I didn't want no other number. And since Justin Jefferson, a receiver, I was like, I might as well just get 18. I got 18.
Yeah,
And you
yeah, of
you
course. Yeah, and of course, those eighth graders, those upperclassmen, they always get the numbers first. It's
But I'm
always.
I'm getting 2 this year though, cause I'm a returner, so I'm getting 2 this year.
I was just
Okay.
about to ask. I was just about to say that. See, Carlos, great minds think alike. We here.
Yeah.
I was like, it's just a given. You're gonna be the upperclassman this year. You're gonna get first dibs and get your number back.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you made this number famous this year.
Yeah, cause my dad had got me this number 2 necklace, but then I've been seeing other people wear like my running back. He had got one made for like number 2. He got that made, but I was the one that had it first.
Of course, trendsetter.
Yeah.
So how did your seventh grade season end up?
It was good like on defense side, but like receiver side, I didn't really get the ball that much. But when I got the ball, I made it.
Just like here, right here.
That was a pick. Like, that was a pick six. I got that pick six.
Hmm?
So tell us about this play then.
So
Um,
I was at safety, and then there was a receiver. He was like outside by himself, and then I knew it was gonna come over here, so I was like I baited him, and I was like sitting there like I didn't see it, and then when he threw it, I had ran under it, and I had caught it, and I had ran all the way back.
remember I told y'all earlier in the show that there's only a handful of safeties that can bait the quarterback to making the throws that they want them to make.
Yeah.
I told you he's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
all
is.
the other safeties are either in the league or in the NFL right now or in the Hall of Fame. So we want you in the Hall of Fame, Tony.
And so
We want you in the Hall of Fame, and we gonna stick behind you and support you and make sure you get there. But one step at a time. We gonna Our next goal is to make varsity as a freshman, right?
and so
Yep. It's always one step higher. You got varsity as a freshman, getting an offer, and then going to the league, Hall of Fame. It's a long, journey.
There it is.
What?
Um, Carlos gets into his big brother moments at least once an episode,
Yeah.
and he got into his big brother moment
Yeah.
with you, Speedy. So that must mean he like you.
Yeah. Most definitely. It's a long journey, but you gotta take it one step at a time.
and so
Yes, sir. But let's get into this one.
OC
What's wrong, dude?
UC.
yeah,
What's wrong? What's wrong? Speedy, you didn't want me to show this one.
it's good.
He didn't want me to show this one.
Nah.
So tell us about this. About this. Is that your 707?
Yeah. We was winning, and then my daddy had told me to take a picture, and I had took it. But after that, I had ran back like on the field, and then I had scored.
Just like, just like that, like that
Yeah,
easy. You just take a
yeah,
picture and then go out there and get a touchdown.
And they got touched.
yeah,
Man, it's just that easy for you, right?
yeah. Yes, sir.
That is comedy. He said, "Hey, son,
Take this
hey."
picture.
He just got off the field. Probably scored. Got a pick or something. Ran over there. He's like, "Hey, man, let's take a photo." It's like, "All right."
Random photo.
I can picture him. I can picture him say, "All right."
Cause I had caught a pick. And then my coach had let somebody else play real quick while I was out, like catching a break. And then I had got back in, and then I had scored.
So that makes it even better. The story just writes itself. It's like a movie scene. It's like a movie scene. He go out there, get a pick, run like yeah, run to the sideline, get a drink. Coach is like, "Hey, good job, man. But we're gonna let some give somebody else a chance." All right. And then he's like, "Hey," he's like, "Take the
All,
picture,
all flash for the
run
camera.
back on the field, boom, get a quick touchdown, and then it's like,
Then all
man,
over
it's
again.
like a movie. It's like a movie. Just second nature."
Yeah.
And now this is looks like he about to push you in your back. Was this a pick?
No, that wasn't a pick. I caught that, but that was 14. We was in Florida.
I was out here.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah, it's always hot down here.
But
So
but that but that had won us a game. because we was down, and then my quarterback told me to do a go route, and I did a go route, and then I
Mhm.
didn't know he was gonna throw it that early, but I saw it. I saw it, and I had turned, and I had jumped up in the air and caught it, and then it was two people. You can see two people right there. It was a safety and
Yeah,
the outside linebacker.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think I see it
Yeah,
too.
but I had caught it, and then I think we scored on that drive.
that's what's up. So yeah, you just made the adjustment mid route.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the game before that, I didn't really play that well, so I had to like focus because I wasn't playing
Oh,
too
so
good.
you have redemption on your. I already know you, man. I already know you was already pissed off. Yeah, Carlos. If he has an off game or a bad game, which is normal and is human,
You got this. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not
Like.
but not to but not to Speedy. It's not normal. It's not normal to him. It's like
Yeah.
he'll get pissed off and he'll be like, "Nah, man, f that. I'm better than that. I'm watching this film, man. What went wrong?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's okay. You can't tell him that." He's like,
Nope.
"No, it's unacceptable." That's why I believe when he's. That's why I believe when he said he had a bad game. I was like, "Oh yeah, he went off in this game.
Mhm.
He caught you caught everything in this one, didn't you?"
Yeah,
And last one, there you go, looking cool again.
that was we had just won, and then we was watching the other team play, and like we was all just playing around because we already knew we was gonna win. So I had a raccoon hat on, but my friend had wore it, so I had my glasses on. Like
Oh,
it kind of helped me too, cause like the sun was and like on the top right, the sun was in our face, so it helped me a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
All right.
this was still in Florida.
Yeah, that was I think it was the same day
Okay.
or the day before.
So why the disguise? You're not local, so why the disguise?
There was some local teams there, but it really wasn't disguise. I was just wearing what I wanted to wear.
And we just, oh, so he was just looking cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's looking cool. Yeah.
because when we play down here, like for 7-on-7, we usually play at nighttime. So, but when we play like tournaments and stuff, that's when I wear other stuff. But I just want I had the shades, so I said the sun right here in my face, so I might as well just wear the shades.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, a movie, just posing for the picture,
Yeah,
Yeah. Just posing.
like he was just in a conversation, just talking about whatever, and then somebody say, "Hey,"
Yeah.
it's like,
Pose for
"Hey,
the pic.
Tony," and he was like, "Oh,
Pose for the
yeah,
pic.
click." All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So
We did.
you see how they receiver line up like this. Then
Yep.
that's what
Quick.
it looked like. He was just in the mid conversation and then just like posed real quick and then went back to the convo.
yeah.
For sure, for sure. You got anything, Carlos? Any questions on any of these photos you want to ask them before we
um.
move on to the footage?
Now let's get into the footage.
Okay, you
Yeah.
ready to get into your footage?
Yes, sir. Later.
Oh,
Thanks.
all
Thanks
right.
for
So let's get it. This these are mainly these aren't long, so these are like single clips. So this first one is about 8 seconds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it, and then we'll get your response to it, and
okay.
then we'll ask you. Then we ask you questions about it. All
Okay.
right. Let's get into the first one.
Blur.
My man,
Blur.
my man came out of nowhere.
Yeah. So about that. So that team wasn't really that tall, and we was I think we was winning. Yeah, we was winning, and then the coach was. I had told the coach that I wanted him to throw it up. So the quarterback had faked it to the left side, and then he I don't know if he knew it was coming, but he was right there with me. So because I was like kind of jogging, so it looked like I wasn't getting the ball, and he threw it up, and then I caught it, and I kept going.
Blur.
Boy,
Blur.
you mossed him.
Yeah,
You came out of nowhere and just snatched that right out the air.
we was in Apex. We won that whole tournament, but that same game, I had messed up my finger. But
Oh, you'd be all right, man. Just throw some dirt on it.
yeah, I played through it though.
The old school way.
Nah, I'm just messing with. Hold on, man. Okay, computer trying to do an update mid.
That's my favorite clip.
Oh no, we don't want
Oh,
that.
that's your favorite one.
Yeah, that's my favorite clip.
All right, since you like it and it was so nice, we'll play it twice.
Twice.
Let's get it.
I love it. Blur. I love it.
The crowd reaction makes it even better.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, blur. That's a blur.
Man, you made your quarterback throw a dime. You want to watch it one more time?
Yeah.
It looked like your man that was in the middle of the frame, like knew it was gonna be a touchdown before you even caught it. Dude was like, he was just running and going like this.
Yeah.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
He was running, going like this, like he was celebrating before the play was while the ball was in the air.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you all ready for the next one?
Yep. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Got it.
See. Light work. Easy.
Yeah.
That looked like practice.
Yeah.
But that was 14 though. They didn't really know me down there, so it was an open corner route. I saw it the play before, and I told my coach about it, and then he said run it, and I ran it, and then it was open. We ran like 8 corner routes that game, and it was all open.
What?
They just wasn't catching on.
They just never adjusted. Like it was like nobody was guarding him.
Yeah.
I know.
He just ran that route free, and he wasn't even full speed. He was just jogging it.
Yeah, I know. Like
Didn't
it
they
was-
call it out?
and it still was wide open.
yeah,
Not running back got 2 feet in. They called it up.
So let's get into the next one. Or did you had a question for him, Carlos, or something?
Oh no.
Oh, I thought you was getting prepared.
Yeah. I get prepared for the next clip.
Damn, man, you locked in. You locked in. He's locked in, Speedy.
Yeah, I know.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
Give me that. So
Was that a pick?
that was offense. Yeah, that was a go route. So we was like we was losing. We was losing by like, I ain't gonna say, but we was losing. And we might as well. My coach told us run a certain play, but the quarterback, he was just like run and go route, and then he had to throw it up, and then I saw it. I ain't seen nobody else around me but the dude in front of me, and I just jumped up and I caught it. But then the next play, somebody else did the same thing in the same spot, which was my teammate.
Oh, so your quarterback was just throwing up freebies.
Yeah.
Man, that's how you can get your receivers hurt doing that, man.
Yeah, low key.
Maybe just throwing the ball up there for grabs in the crowd. Man, he's trying to get y'all lit up.
Yeah, low key. Yeah, it's a little bit messed
Man,
up.
I've seen a lot of receivers, man, get taken out the frame with their quarterback throwing that ball that high in the middle of the field, surrounded by defenders like that.
so dangerous. Like,
Yeah, man.
yeah, like especially those slant routes, like, yeah, those slant routes in the middle, like in the middle, it's dangerous, like so dangerous.
That's what makes it fun, though.
That's right.
Yeah, it is for the defense.
That's why the best ones aren't afraid to run those slant routes.
Yeah.
You need to have a true receiver run those slant routes. That's why they're mainly smaller guys and quick that run those slant routes because
That
it's
that
a
pic-
small window.
there's a picture, and I got it on my Safari background. If you can see it, you can kind of see it. It's right. You can see it.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I put it in my Safari background.
Wow, he put that as a screensaver.
Well, and I think he put it as his Safari background.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
It's Safari background.
but that's not. Hey, you're supposed to be proud of your work, man.
Yeah.
It's like
Supposed to be proud of your work. You're proud of your work, Carlos?
yes, I am. Yeah,
I be proud of my work. He proud of his work.
yeah. I
All
always
right, let's get.
appreciate it.
All right, let's get to the next one.
Yep.
This one, when I watched it, I was like, man, what in the heck was going on? It's either this one or the one at the bottom, but I think it's this next one I'm about to play.
Weak side. Nope. Oh, nice pick.
No, it wasn't that one. It was the one that's going to be after this one that I wasn't sure what was going on.
Oh, really?
But that one,
Nice pick.
well, I'll let you tell this. I'll let you tell the story about that. All right, about that interception.
So, like, I saw it. I saw him do an air route, but I had lost my hands on him. So I was looking. I was watching the quarterback, and I saw him turn his body to him. So I went over to the ball. I didn't even know he was right there. I didn't know where he was at. So I turned to the ball and I picked it. I didn't even see him right there though.
So you just tracked the quarterback's eye.
Yeah, that was my first pick though. For middle school.
You never heard that saying that if all those fails, the quarterback always leads you to the football.
Yeah.
The quarterback will always lead you to the football. You've heard that before?
Yes, sir.
I haven't.
You don't play football.
Yeah, I don't. But I do watch football. I watch football, but I don't play football.
You watch football. You don't
Yes.
play football. So if you
Yeah,
play football, you play DB.
it's
You've
different.
you've heard that taught to you before.
Yeah.
The best ones know how to use that to their advantage.
Yeah.
It's like he just explained the play. He explained what they teach you. He lost track of his man. He didn't know where the receiver was. So what he do? Instead of turning his head trying to find the receiver, he read the quarterback's eyes, and the quarterback will always lead you to the football.
Yep, always.
And led him to the football, and he got the pick.
Yeah, it's the same thing in basketball. Like if you lose your defender, you gotta look at the point guard's eyes or the passer's eyes, and boom, you pick it off, transition the other way, and try and get a bucket.
Well, that doesn't always work in basketball.
No?
No, in basketball, you gotta talk.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta tell your teammate you lost track of your man.
Yeah, yeah, but
I don't always work in basketball.
yeah, but sometimes they don't, rotate, and then that's when things go off the rails.
I hear what you're saying, Carlos.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense.
Yeah, like kind of, yeah.
But you got to communicate when you lose your man in basketball.
Obviously, yes. Yeah, communication is the key in basketball. But we're talking about football here, so.
You brought it up.
Yeah, no, I did.
Now you're trying to switch back to.
It's okay. Okay, next clip.
You're my guy, Carlos. You're my guy. All right, this last clip though, you're gonna have to run. You're not gonna be able to speak through it because it's gonna mute us when we play it. But you gotta let me know what was going on because when I saw it, I was confused on this one. You ready to see it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. No,
Pass was intercepted.
So close.
You like how I brought the drama in and set Speedy up for that one?
Yes. Yeah, you
I was
did.
like, man, I was so confused. I don't know what was going on. He was like, okay, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. And nah, let me stop. Let me stop trolling him, man, because he looked like he ready to snatch my face off. All right, so that was one of those plays where you bait the quarterback, right? Or you just
Yeah,
read his eyes
I
again.
yeah, I saw the quarterback roll out. I didn't know. I knew there was somebody on top of me, but I didn't know how far he was. But I saw the quarterback roll out, so I was rolling with him, and then I saw somebody underneath me, and I saw I just sit in between both of them because like if he ran underneath me, I would have like picked it off easily. So he tried to throw it to like the deeper man, and I just backed up a little bit, and I had caught it, and then everybody was in my way, so I just found an open space. I kept running. I didn't see the quarterback. The quarterback came out of nowhere. That's why he hit me. I didn't see him.
But you almost, yeah, because you almost scored that.
Yeah, almost.
It was a lack of blocking though.
Well, when
Yeah,
you get the interception, they hardly ever block for you.
yeah,
It's almost like a free for all.
yeah.
But all right, all right, Tony. We talked about your journey. We talked about what got you into football. Um, we talked about your journey all the way up to now, middle school. We saw your highlights, uh, the interceptions, the whole nine.
All the great stuff.
What
Yeah,
is there left to talk about, Speedy?
Nothing. That's about it.
that's about it.
In a nutshell, what
Hmm?
you in a nutshell, that's it.
Yeah.
Your career is over. You got nothing else going on.
No. We still playing.
Okay.
We,
So we
some.
got stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was gonna stop trolling you, so let me stop.
So what's next?
So
Uh.
yeah, so what you got? What you got coming up?
We got June 9th. Our summer workout start.
Okay,
Like
for
for middle school.
okay. Yeah.
He don't even look like he's in middle school, right? He look like a high school freshman.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Like, sorry, I'm gonna embarrass him. Like this dude done grew up so fast.
I
I mean,
just turned. I had
this dude,
just turned 13.
I know, but
You
you look
just
like,
turned 13.
but you're growing up fast.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, but exciting to watch because as you're getting bigger, your game is evolving too.
Yeah.
So as you're getting bigger in size, you're getting faster and you're getting faster on that field, and those routes are looking crisper, and you're like a blur.
Blur.
Yeah, he's gonna graduate from Speedy to Blur.
Speedy to
So
Blur.
they're just gonna call him Blur, and then one minute he's gonna be so fast they're just gonna say Blur. Nah, but they want to test his. Let's test his football knowledge, Carlos. Let's give him some trivia.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Let's have some fun now. You know.
You ready? You want to do some trivia,
Yeah.
or do you want us to just let you go?
No. I do the trivia.
Yay.
All right, let's test his football knowledge.
Okay.
Give him some good ones, Carlos. Don't be ask him who's a Big Dipper.
Oh, the Big Dipper is, by the way, Wilt Chamberlain. By the way, Speedy. Yeah. So that's that. All right.
Did
So
Did Will Chamberlain ever play football, Carlos?
no, but
He
well, you
what?
did ask the
I mean,
question.
it's a trivia question for you, Carlos.
I know. I know.
What sport
Yes.
did Wilt Chamberlain and Speedy both do?
Both do
Like,
the
yeah, like they both played this same sport and dominated.
basketball.
And
What do you mean? What?
what's the answer?
uh, it's not football because it's not football because he didn't play football. Wilt, right?
You're asking me. You don't know?
No, I don't.
Man, don't give up.
We're gonna find out.
Okay, let's see. So,
Track and field, man.
darn it, and I knew it too.
Yeah, when Will Chamberlain retired from basketball, he went and did track and field.
Oh,
He
really?
was damn near he was in his 40s and he dominated.
Damn, really? In his 40s, doing
Yeah.
track.
You saw a 7'2" stick figure out there running, doing the long jump. He dominated the long jump. He did the shot put.
All the track and field stuff.
He
The
dominated in the 100 meters.
discus.
He dominated in the 400. Like, man, that dude was a machine.
All right.
So that's something that they had in common. I only asked that question because I brought up Will Chamberlain.
Yeah. You brought up who's the big
So
dipper.
that was a trivia for you.
Yeah.
I should have asked Speedy that. I think he would have got it because there's only one other sport that he's playing right now besides football, and that was track. So I was like, it'd be too easy. So I was just pivoting and asked you.
Yeah. All right. So when.
What's your question for Speedy?
All right. Who was the Super Bowl champion during COVID?
You fired. You didn't watch yesterday's episode. I already know that now because you don't know you don't have the answer straight off your dome. Shame on you, Tony. You didn't watch yesterday's episode.
I don't know.
What? No. You are not allowed to give up.
You gotta keep trying.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to give up. Nah, bro.
You gotta keep trying.
Who won the Super Bowl in the NFL's COVID year?
The Chiefs.
No.
Do you even know what the NFL's COVID year was?
No, I don't really watch NFL, but I just now recently started watching NFL.
So NFL COVID year was 2021.
So who won the Super Bowl in 2021?
2021. It wasn't the Chiefs.
Chiefs was in the Super Bowl and they got their butts kicked.
Was it the Bills? The Bills?
The Bills? No.
Oh, the Buccaneers?
Yes.
Yeah, Buccaneers.
Oh,
Yes, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. They won at home. They won in their home field.
wasn't that his last year playing, or he played another year?
No, he played another. He played another year after they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Before he
yeah.
retired.
He retired after the. I don't even know when.
I think he played like 1 or 2 more years. Then he retired
Yes.
because they were getting bad. They were getting worse.
Yes.
All right. So he doesn't say he doesn't watch NFL. So
okay.
Ask him your specialty questions. College football.
Okay, college football. Okay, so
Ooh.
since you're okay, guys. Okay,
Get him, Carlos. Get him. I want him to be out. I want to see him rubbing his chin like this and going like. Oh.
Okay, well, can I ask the question, Coach T?
Sure, why not?
Okay, all right. So since you're an Ohio State fan, when was their last championship besides this year?
I was looking at school. Kind of. Was it 2016?
16? No, it wasn't 16.
Close.
Close though.
You're close. Oh, you're kind of rubbing his chin already, Carlos. Good job, man.
Is it 17?
No,
Nope.
not 17.
15.
Not 15.
You're really close. You're cooking.
13?
You're so hot that you're cooking.
Is it 13?
Not 13.
Not 13.
19.
Man, you didn't put water on the fire. You put the fire out.
14?
14.
Yep,
Yes.
2014.
Yeah, with
I was looking at my school.
Who was the quarterback that was? Don't tell me. That was. Gosh. R.J. Barrett, right?
Did you just say R.J. Barrett?
Wait, no, wait. Oh,
Did you really just say R.J. Barrett?
oh my! It's the wrong sport. All right, wrong
Wrong
sport.
sport, wrong year.
Oh my gosh,
If R.J.
who was
Barrett
the
was the
quarter?
R.J. Barrett was a quarterback in 2014 for Ohio State,
He
he
would
would have
not.
been the baddest fifth grader ever. Because that was no, he wouldn't have been in the fifth grade in
Yeah, probably.
2014. He would have been.
Who was the quarterback in 2014 for Ohio State? And I can't believe I'm forgetting his name.
He
It
would have been the.
was
He would have been the baddest 7-year-old quarterback ever for if he would have played
Card.
quarterback for
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Ohio State in 2014.
the quarterback was Cardale Jones.
Nah,
What? No? Now let me search it up.
I'm trolling you about R.J. Barrett.
Cardale Jones. It's
He
Cardale
was in.
Jones.
I was trolling you about R.J. Barrett, but in 2014,
Yes.
I think he was in like he was a freshman or sophomore in high
Yeah,
school.
yeah, Cardale Jones, he was the backup for Dwayne Haskins. I don't even know.
Ohio.
Yeah, yeah, for Ohio State. He was the quarterback for Ohio State 2014. Okay.
You want another one, Speedy, or are you tapping out?
I'll try another one.
All right. Who's the head coach of Ohio State?
Uh,
Oh, come on, Tony. Come on.
Oh, you got him rubbing his chin again. Rubbing his chin again. Come on,
I don't know.
he just won the natty.
I don't know none of these coaches' names.
Really?
What? Don't oh man, we gotta edit that out, man, because we're trying to get you recruited. We gotta try to get you recruited. You gotta know the coaches.
Yeah, you got to know the coach's name if you're a fan of them.
No, if you're trying to play there, you gotta know definitely gotta know the coaches.
I don't be looking at the coach's name, but I gotta start.
All right, all right, help him. All right, give him a lifeline. Help him out, pops. He don't know either.
No?
Help him out, man. Who the coach? Who the coach for Ohio State? He just won
Man,
the
I'm in
natty.
the.
He don't watch.
You know, I'm in. Yes, I do. I'm in the SEC.
Oh, he's an
He don't
SEC
know
type of
either.
person.
His lifeline is not a lifeline.
Like when it come to football, especially college, I'll watch any college or high school game. Don't gotta know a single player, coach, and just the true love and beauty of the game. Like it does a lot of coaches and stuff. I don't know them, but I just sit there like on Saturday morning. I just sit there and cut a game on. Don't know nobody on the team, but I'll learn about them after the game.
I like college more than NFL.
Yeah, that's right.
I think college more more better. Like it's more fun.
I can see his face. I can't think of his name.
But you got to get the but you got to get the trivia down though.
It ain't John Harbaugh.
Look, he
It's not
he,
Harbaugh.
he be like, man, he was like, Coach, man, you tripping, dog. That's me. That's let's give him one more.
One more?
Yeah,
Okay.
he can't. He got to lead the show on the right answer.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Shoot.
That's who got the best college highlight mixtape.
Who did Ohio State beat in the national championship game?
This year?
Yes.
Okay.
Who?
No, Notre Dame.
There we go.
Yeah, man. He gave you a layup.
There we
Right.
go.
Good job, man.
Good job. Yes.
All right. One last question that I got to ask you that
It's Ryan Day.
Yes, it's Ryan Day. Yes, he's the current.
good job, man. See,
Ryan
they not quitters. I tell you that. They not quitters. They gonna they gonna find out.
Yes, Ryan Day indeed.
But yeah, one last question before we let you go, man. So enjoy your Sunday. All right. Every athlete has a story behind their number. What's the story behind number 2?
So, so I had number 1. No, yeah, I had number 22 at first, and then I had stopped being number 22, and then I had went to number 1, and then when I had went to the Dolphins, I had we was all talking about like numbers and stuff, and I was like, let's try 2. 2 looked pretty good, and then I went number 2, and then my coach started calling me 2. That's why he just called me 2, and cause like everybody else, like he just give me everybody else a nickname, but he called me 2, and I just stick with 2, and then it takes 2 people to guard me, and that's where I got it from.
Takes
Mm.
2 people to guard him. Okay.
So everybody got a story to tell. So that's how you got to the nickname TB2 Speedy.
Yes, sir.
You just combined all your nicknames together.
Yeah, like T for my first initial, B for my last initials, 2 for my number, and Speedy for my quickness, and my speed.
I love it.
And I forgot to put on here your logo.
The logo.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to show them his logo
Okay.
before we go, but I forgot to upload it.
Oh, come on, Coach C. Come on.
That's your fault, man.
You forgot to promote his logo.
It's your fault, man. You stressing me out. You're stressing me out because I was trying to find you to get on the show on time.
No, no, but don't worry about me. Like, just,
I'm fine. It's that thing. I want to.
I might end up being there. You know.
Don't worry, I'll get it
Okay.
if it's up if I have it on here.
Okay. Well, yeah.
All right, while we're bringing up your logo, what events or showcases do you have coming up?
I got an R&R camp in New York, and I got a next gen camp in Atlanta.
Well,
Oh, okay.
he's gonna be
But
traveling New York and Atlanta.
at Syracuse, and I got another one at Lenore.
In Syracuse?
Oh,
Yeah, no, the New York one's in Syracuse.
Yeah, that's coming up in 2 weeks, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, our guest
It's,
yesterday
what,
is gonna.
it's
You're gonna
3
be.
weeks.
Yeah,
It's
you
3 weeks.
might. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. So we have we had a previous guest. He's gonna be at the Syracuse camp. He goes by the name of Storm Russo. He's the #1 quarterback in class of 2033.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not impressing him. He's going to the 8th grade.
okay.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
But
I'm saying who he is.
he's going to be the youngest quarterback there.
Yes.
So he might be throwing to you.
Yeah. So he, yeah. Who knows? You might be picking off his passes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Dang, man. So you so disloyal.
I'm not
We got a
disloyal.
college visit too.
Man, you was talking you was talking up him. Now you want him to get picked off.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Like, whatever happens, happens. You know.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens. You know. If Tony gets a pick, he gets a pick on him.
I also got a college visit to Sydney Hip. What's it called?
Sydney Hampton University. It's a D2 college in Virginia.
Okay.
Oh, that's what's up.
College visit, right?
Is this your first one?
Yes, sir.
The first one out of many. I tell you. Yeah. Yeah.
So how did this come about?
Uh,
Yeah.
we don't really know. Well, we think it's from the next gen camp that was in Atlanta. Like we're like just to see who go to the show, which is the one that's coming up for Atlanta too. They're both in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. Very cool.
All right. So and then after all that, you're getting ready for your upcoming 8th grade season,
So,
where you're going to be the man this year,
yes, sir.
Yeah, the man, the returner. He's gonna be back.
the man, the myth, the legend of TB2 Speedy.
That's my walking class.
Now, while I'm waiting for this logo to load up, I hate Cloud. Let me send it.
Can I shout out my Instagram?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
of course.
Go follow me on Instagram at TB2Speedy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, of course. Follow TB2 Speedy on Instagram. Of course.
All right. While I get this up here another way. Um. Okay, so this upcoming college football season, Speedy.
You said what? Sorry, I
Uh,
ain't hear.
so for this upcoming college football season, who are you predicting to be um in the college football playoff in the top 12?
Oh my gosh, a 12 team.
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay.
Well, we know Pops wants to predict South Carolina.
We top 10. What?
South Carolina.
You hear this? You hear this guy? He said we top 10. All right, South Carolina. Who else?
Ohio State, um, Georgia, Alabama, Oregon, Penn State, Notre Dame, and Texas, Tennessee, and who else? I think Missouri
Missouri. Okay.
and North Carolina.
Ooh,
Wow,
North Carolina.
wow. No Florida State.
Wow, North Carolina.
They got some good transfers that came in.
Wow, no Florida State love.
Well, to be fair, like, yeah, to be fair, our team, but well, we might win the ACC. Who knows? And I guess we might win the ACC. Who knows?
I said Bama.
You guess that you might
Huh?
win the ACC.
Yeah, but and I think a lot of people are doubting us right now because we had two wins last year. But yeah, all I'm worried about is that we make a bowl with 6 wins, and I believe we're just progressing. And I believe Thomas Costello knows the transfer from Boston College. He will.
I think they over here clowning your school, Florida State
Oh,
over here.
they are.
Carlos. I think they clowning your school.
Don't worry, we're gonna be back in the picture in this college football playoff picture.
They're probably clowning USC too.
Who?
Florida State been trashed ever since Jameis Winston left and stole all the crab legs.
Oh, what?
Oh
Okay,
my
wait,
gosh.
hold on. Okay, wait, hold on, Speedy. Okay, okay. So you're saying that 2023 team is trash?
It was all right.
2023 team that went undefeated. We lost our starting quarterback, won the ACC championship game. If this was if they had the 12-team playoff, we would have made the 12-team playoff easily.
I didn't.
Well, that's because there was 4, not 12.
Carlos, don't be letting these guests bully you, man. You better stand your ground.
Yeah, because the other 4 teams had like their quarterbacks
Tell them y'all got robbed that year, man.
we got robbed.
You got robbed that year.
Well, it was us or Alabama to get in, and
And what happened to Alabama when they got in there?
and well, to be fair, they did have a good game against Michigan. They
Did
made
they
it.
win it all?
No, they didn't. They lost in overtime to Michigan, the Rose Bowl.
But here's what I wanted to show everybody. So you're gonna TB is going to have, it's in the works, but I'm just gonna announce it on the show. Is that we're gonna put a product line together for Speedy, and we're gonna start with his logo. So you don't mind if I put your logo on the screen?
No, sir.
We're good.
So this is Speedy's logo, TB2, and then you have his the Instagram on the bottom, TB2 Speedy. This is his logo. So it's a fire logo. It's his favorite color.
It is, yeah.
It sticks, it jumps out at you,
Yes.
and it's tough. It's like him.
Yep. Soon to be on merchandise.
So, yeah, I'm working behind the scenes with Speedy. Just want to make the announcement that just like I made the announcement earlier with um with Deuce
Terrell, yeah.
that that Speedy, we're also sponsor Speedy. Speedy is a client of ours. We've been working with him for what 3 or 4 weeks now, right, Speedy?
Yes, sir.
So just gonna make an announcement. He is also a client of ours, and this is logo that we designed for him. You're going to see it on. So we're hoping to have it able to be released this fall. That is the goal, but we have to get times through our busy schedules to correspond and get all this stuff ironed out. But it's going to happen. Lastly, before I let him go, I haven't said this on the last 2 episodes, but remember we have the fundraiser for Jace Valdez, who's been on us here since from episode 2. To help him get to
Yeah.
Vegas, you pick a basketball and you send it to his cash app, which is $AGV8523. And Speedy, you want to give your final shout out so I'll leave this on the screen?
Yeah, I shout out my dad, my mom, and my family, and my coaches, and God.
I love it.
Amen. And
Amen.
Carlos for giving you a good kick-ass interview today
Thank you.
and some
You're
nice trivia
welcome.
questions.
You're welcome.
So we love having you on. I could talk football with you forever, but I have a strict rule that if you're under 18, what's the rule if you're under 18, Carlos?
The show can't go past 3 hours. And why are you taking over a screen? Okay.
I hit wrong
Uh,
button, man. I hit the wrong button.
yeah. No longer than 3 hours.
No, that's not the
Or
rule.
2 hours. 2 hours.
You have a
No
yeah.
longer than 2 hours.
I capped the show doesn't go past 2 hours.
Yep.
So if you're under 18, no. If you're over 18, we'll be on here until we get sick and tired of talking to you.
Yeah.
So, but you're a cool guest, Speedy. Like I said, we can talk to you all day.
Yes.
We definitely have to do this again,
Yeah.
but we're gonna count you out. We're gonna count you out, man. It was a wonderful episode. So, what's this? So, Speedy, what's our slogan?
I don't know that. You
It's
know?
all right. It's all right. It's all right. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. All right. So I'm
He
so
doesn't. He doesn't watch the show, man.
yeah.
We
No,
got to get him.
it's unfortunate.
We got to put him up on game, man.
Okay. How about
You
public
got
service announcement to all of our future guests? Like, watch our show before, like, to see what the format is. To see what the format is, so that when you come on here, it's easier to, like, it keeps the show flowing.
yeah,
Okay. So yeah, to all of our
because
future
I can
guests.
understand like the first 10 episodes. We tell them, what the slogan is, how we count it out. By now, you should know.
Yeah, to all of our future guests, please watch the previous episodes so that you know what to expect on the Be Ready Sports Podcast. All right, yes. Okay, so Speedy. All right, so
That's
Speedy, I'm gonna count us out. Coach T's gonna say to be ready, then you're gonna say to stay ready. All right.
Okay.
So
and that's the
first,
slogan.
so first he's gonna say to be ready, and then when he's done, you say stay ready. All right.
Uh,
All right. Ready?
All
Three,
right,
two.
and you stay there and stay after for the wrap up.
Yep. Stay after. All right. In 3, 2, 1.
To be ready,
stay ready.
and we
We
out.
out.